Okay, so today I'll try to do it in a little different sense with the whole Ungoro Zin-Azshari thing, because I've been trying to combine them, but so then you get a chance to experience, sometimes both. But what I should do, if that twisting is still up there, why is this happening like in the middle of the month though? Partner in my adventures in the Badlands, I also love something called ketchup packets, guaranteed to make even a shoe taste good. Shoe ketchup. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I fucking have 40 packs. I don't even care to open them. Okay, that's live. I guess I forget why this happens random times like that. That shows you how little I care about stuff like new content anyway. Although I should always look through the new stuff, see if there's something super fun in there. But no, if you can still do twist, right, you can obviously use Ungoro there. In fact, can't you even use Elise and like Malchezaar and stuff too? So I should do that. And so the point is I'll play as Zin-Azshari only in this one until I lose, and then I'll play as Explore Ungoro in the other format until I lose, and then I can keep rotating between them. The problem is these last couple episodes have been so short and unsatisfying that you can barely appreciate doing that because of how, how short they go on for. So I assume, like, I don't know actually what I'm trying to do, because what you can do is I don't even have it, but the point is, would that be playable in Twist? I assume it would be. Elise would be playable in Twist, I'm sure. And Explore and Go. Like, it might seem pointless, but if I could keep those in my hand, then, yeah, like, how could Explore and Goro not be playable in Explore and Goro? That'd be the dumbest thing ever. Let's actually do a 40 pack opening so I have some dust to be able to make some of that. And then I'll go with these two decks in two different formats. That's at least a unique way to look at it. Like, I have plenty of gold too, so I could do a crazy pack opening. I often do these round robin rotation things. Like, I'll play this deck until I lose and stuff like that. But I rarely do it in different formats like that, unless I'm doing the game mode round robin as a different thing. But yeah, I like how averse or how much I don't care about stuff like that. Like, oh, you got to do the new content. I guess it's because I don't play that much necessarily, but also it's just, there's so many other things to appreciate that you don't really have to worry about that. Mana Thirst, I feel like is pretty unlikely to happen. It takes me like months to do some of these daily quests. That's fine. This is, like, maybe it's always like that and I've just completely forgotten. Showdown in the... I don't feel like that's true, though, because I feel like at the beginning of December last year, I started doing, like, that big, long Death Knight stream. And I feel like that was at the very beginning of the month, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Who cares? Let's see if there's a cool cosmetic that's actually worth getting. Otherwise, that one's actually kind of cool. Or are they finally going to add... Are they finally going to add the Death Knight hero for the 100 thing? There should be one by now. It's been out for so long. Or wait. Oh no, that's not even the thing. You go here. Wow, how could they still not have done that? See, they did add the Demon Hunter. Or wait a second. These are all different. Huh? Oh, what? So they'll add alternates of the ones that were already there? Oh no, they did add one. Fuck. Oh, now you almost feel like you have to do it. Of course, I don't play nearly enough to do it. Fuck. I mean, it's not like you have to do it this month, but you do have art that I don't really like how he looks that much, though. You know what it should have been? The Ner'zhul armor and the armor, like I said a million times. Okay, you get Second Sight Illidan. I think these are all new to this month, exactly. I've never seen this, and I always look just because I wanted to see the Death Knight one. So they add the Death Knight one, but then they want to troll you by saying, oh, haha, we're still going to leave the Death Knight in the dust. We made you wait so long for it, but now as soon as you get it, everybody else, including Demon Hunter, gets the second one. Or not everybody else, then. Crystal Forge Uther, Destroyer Garrosh. None of them even look that cool, except for Gul'dan looks amazing. He looks okay. He looks decent. Uther looks fine. Illidan looks shitty in both of them. I don't know why. His expressions just don't really do it for me. But no, I would almost want that. So it would make a good point to try to get to level 100, but you see how little I play. Like, I don't see how I would ever do that. Right, even when I got to Legend that 1 month and did all kinds of crazy stuff, it's not a rush. It's not like I have to do it right now, but it gives me the motivation at some point to maybe try to do that. Let's try to make as many packs as I can, or make as much dust as I can. And if I do that, then I can make a couple cards. Malchezaar, Elise. Might not even seem like that big of a deal, but I like how it bogs down in the lore, or it reduces it so simply. Like, Yogg-Saron is responsible for humans existing in Azeroth. It's just that simple. You know, he puts the curse of flesh on the Vicryl or whatever, and then they eventually become humans. Something like that, right? And then Mimron is responsible for gnomes, right? He just makes them in his own image or something, and then they are given the curse of flesh. Like, it's just that simple to explain an entire race that has so much lore behind it. The trolls were obviously just the OG race. Dwarves, I forget, they're kind of the same thing. They were like constructs made in Ulduar, and like Ulduar is literally the birthplace of almost every race on Azeroth, if you think about it, or obviously at least the relevant ones like that. Taurens were kind of just there. Trolls were kind of just there. Yeah, I guess Taurens don't get enough credit. I always call trolls the OG race. But when did Taurens come about, and where did they come from? I don't even know. They didn't come from the portal, the dark portal with like the whatever, like how the orcs came. I don't think. Their lore is kind of nondescript, at least at the beginning. I like how every Series 2 when it's been out for that long gets retconned like the shit. Like, oh yeah, there were these Sunwalkers who enable now the Paladin class and all this kind of stuff that wouldn't have been there originally. Not only was that not the case, but it would have been the opposite. Like, they can become shamans, and so that's like the faction-specific thing. So, of course they can't become Paladins, but they just find different ways to justify it. I never understand why some of these card backs are different. Like, what could I, as a player, have done to enable that? Like, why would a certain expansion be tied to a certain card back? It really doesn't make sense. It's kind of cool, but maybe that's like the last card back I was using when I don't know. Or is this like one that you unlock during the expansion? Or I don't know. No, even when I'm opening 2 packs back to back, one of the great mysteries of Hearthstone, I opened 2 of the same packs back to back, and it's three different card backs in a row. Like, what the fuck? Some of these I feel like I don't even have. So they finally gave me what I wanted, kind of, in terms of the Death Knight hero for the 100 track, because it's only fair you should get one, right? I don't know how long it took before the Demon Hunter got one, but that is kind of good. It's not nice to Death Knight players to do that, to not give them one. So only some of the classes got a second one, though. That's weird, right? Like, why there's the mobile card back. Like, why didn't everybody get one? That feels kind of lame. I'm also pretty close to getting my 1000 one for Garrosh, which would be kind of cool. That'd be my first 1000 one ever. Despite playing the game so much, oftentimes I'm playing these shitty theme decks. First of all, I'm not winning, but I've also sort of been split between different... What is that? Oh, that's what it means. 44 cards. Are these even anything relevant to the expansion? Like, I guess... Well, a lot of them aren't, though. Huh, that's an interesting mechanic, I guess. I was so surprised by it that I didn't even really appreciate it. Like, what, is there a legendary in there somewhere? Is this how they're gonna start doing card openings now, pack openings? That's kind of anticlimactic. Look at all this power creep and the bloat of how many cards we have in this game. Let's just fucking throw 44 at you. They would never have done that in the early stage of the game because it wouldn't have been justified, right? There weren't enough cards to do it, so that's kind of a bad sign that the game is dying or just over bloated and stuff. Yeah, let's make this actually an episode to remember. It's not quite as late as some of my other streams. It's still my Sunday stream, but it's technically Monday morning-ish. I haven't really enjoyed my schedule lately, but I guess it's okay. Nothing I can really do about it. Do this epic free-to-play pack opening shenanigans. So I'm too lazy to even disenchant all this. All I really need are those 2 cards, I think, to make this not optimal, but just optimally fun. Kind of an oxymoron. Oh, is that because we got Omen on the fucking thing? We got like Demon Hunter card backs. I love how when I got Mal'Ganis, I got the Mal'Ganis packs and it gave me Sargeras from that right when I was about to try to open all my packs to disenchant them to craft Sargeras, which I still haven't played, by the way, even once. Not that I used them in my deck that many times, but it was uncanny how many games I played without being able to ever play them once. It was kind of a cool moment where Mal'Ganis was almost summoning his master, like by using the pack. It's not just that I got a legendary from a Mal'Ganis pack, it's the fact that I got specifically the exact one that I was trying to get at that exact time, because that expansion had just come out, basically. Yeah, that is one thing I'd like to do. There's like maybe 2 or 3 things that I'd like to do before my Hearthstone career ends, or before the game goes offline. This is one of my favorite card backs ever, the Van Cleef. I use this a lot. I can't remember how old it is, but it must be pretty old, because I remember using it like literally for what felt like years. I forget how you even get it. I'd like to get Legend Rank 1 at one point, although I've never really even made an attempt, because as soon as I get to Legend, I'm just sick of it, and I'm, you know, burnt out by the meta. It's like too repetitive. I'm using the same deck over and over again. It's pretty much the same decks over and over, the way it goes. One deck ladder speedrunner that I might be sometimes. It's just not, I've never had the drive to do it. That's not like an excuse. Like, I would still like to do it, but I need a lot of fucking time to be able to try to do that. So that's one thing. I've never gotten Legend Rank 1. I've never gotten 1,000 win hero portrait. That I'm going to do obviously with ease on here. Although I say that and it takes me like a fucking 1,000 episodes to win a game because of how bad, well, first of all, how short they are, but how bad some of the decks I use are. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is I'd like to get, okay, well, that's 2. Legend rank 1, 1,000 win hero, and then I'd like to get to rank 100 on the reward track. Those are at least 3 things I would like to do. Again, 2 of which aren't really that hard. It's just a matter of time. Or in fact, all 3 aren't really that hard. They're just a matter of time. But Magni card back is pretty good too. I don't like some of these cosmetics because they bundle them together with like cards and stuff. Even if you were to say, oh yeah, free to play, sort of historically so authentic player. Not that it really matters to anybody, but I don't mind supporting the game with cosmetics to try to prevent it from dying at the stage. You know, if even I'm doing that. This card back is super rare too. That's like one you could only get like at the very beginning or something in 2014. Or like by playing, I don't think you had to play in the beta actually to get that, even though I did, obviously. And I always loved that story. Like, I had the choice between GTA 5, which came out right around that time, and I bought a PS3 just to play it, like a PS3 bundle. It was my first time having a PS3, and I got like all these other specific games like Red Dead I had never played before because I never had a console, and you couldn't play it on PC, obviously. And so you still can't, even unless you emulate it or something. But I had a choice between playing that I just bought a PS3 for, or using the closed beta key to play Hearthstone. And all I did was play Hearthstone for weeks, and then I never got around to playing GTA 5 until it came out on PC like a year and a couple months later, like 2015. So that shows you how much I like hard games are like this, that I'm turning down GTA 5 to do it. I almost did want to play Demon Hunter a little bit on this, but I wasn't. I made like some weird stealth gimmick deck, which really arguably doesn't have much to do with the Demon Hunter, but yeah, I wonder, how, just like with WoW, how does anybody have 100% of achievements in this game? Probably not. You would think it would be almost impossible, because some of them are going to be like feats of strength and stupid stuff that is going to be Win 5,000 duels. Reach level 30 on all classes. What classes must I have underplayed that much to actually do that? I wonder. 400 total levels on expansion reward tracks. Yeah, let alone getting 101 expansion. I barely gotten fucking anything. Obviously, it's split between other stuff, but that would be interesting to think about though for the future. Like, I don't see how I would have the time to do it, but it's just not realistic. Like, if you look at how long I played in some of these months, it takes an insane amount of time. Or what you should do then is buy the reward track at the very beginning. But even if you do that, right, even if you do that, like, when do you get the first boost? You get 10% there, you get 25%. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. You'd have to play a lot and get that and just no life it just to get a fucking stupid portrait, which it is interesting that they added all those other ones too at the same time. I swear it's almost a way to undercut the Death Knight. They finally added Death Knight one that a lot of people have been asking for. Even I was hoping that they would do it, and now they undercut it by, oh, we also added all these other cool ones, so you can't even appreciate that. I swear it wasn't there last month. Only one I like is gul'dan actually, but obviously I would want to get that. I'd want to get all of them, but I obviously never play enough to do that. Like, shouldn't it be like there's some other way that you can get it? Like, if you get to legend rank, you get to choose one, or if you get to legend rank 1, you get one for free or as a bonus, so you don't have to. Because yeah, you might think, oh, that would take as long as getting the reward track 100, but unironically it didn't, right? I got to legend with that one thing September, and I wasn't even close. I was only like rank 60 or 70 maybe at most. Or, you know, even getting to legend rank 1 wouldn't have necessarily taken me that long. That's the thing. Yeah, this one does look pretty fucking sick though. Warrior 1 looks okay. We did just get this pretty cool Garrosh one from whatever achievement. See, this one doesn't even look that cool. Something's wrong with their faces. Like, none of them look like, let's do a face judging tier list here. His face looks like a bit of a clown. Like, he just looks a little bit snarky. He doesn't look threatening. He looks kind of bored and blank and basic. He looks almost like a clown, his face. He looks okay, but still a little bit like cartoonish. He looks like a total fucking clown. She looks okay, but again, a little bit weird. Like, it doesn't, all their faces just don't really do justice. Gul'dan looks okay. Garrosh, you can barely see his face, and there's still something wrong with it. This one is good. Jaina's is good, although she looks a little bitchy, but that could be when she's going killing everybody in Dalaran. Yeah, like, I like that too. Like, with these portraits, you can come up with like a lore event that each one represents. Like, this is when Thrall was going to fight Garrosh, or this was when, you know, it's very broad. So let's imagine that bitchy face goes along with her massacring the blood elves. And yeah, why are they called blood elves? Ha ha ha, just ask Jaina. So Scourgeborn Arthas, again, his face, his expression doesn't really do it too well. Yeah, Illidan, this looks stupid. This Uther looks okay, although it almost looks recycled. Isn't there one that looks just like this in a different, without the crystal stuff on it? Or maybe these are ones that, no, I don't know. Destroyer Garrosh looks okay. The armor and everything is badass, but still mid. This one's fine. Cataclysm Thrall, yeah, like the one where he went and meditated on the environment, like somewhere while he let Garrosh fucking ruin everything, or maybe that was at a different point in the story. But no, I feel like that's when he just absconds the throne and just leaves to like meditate in nature and stuff. Garrosh or Gul'dan's pretty good. Huh. Let me actually look if maybe there's something I missed. Like, they're gonna add that Ner'zhul armor and I'm gonna be pissed or something. 1 out of 18. So Arthas, Lanithal. Like, when did they even add that? When could that have been on the shop? It's not like I would have bought it, but I always look and I haven't seen that in any time. Frostbringer Arthas in the shop. Yeah, I haven't seen any of these on the shop.
The arena calls to us.
And how many fucking Mograines do you need, dude?
You gotta have thick skin around me, or no skin.
Badlands, Tavern Pass, Scourgeborn Arthas, Reward Track. Oh, I didn't even hear him.
Servant, we have much to destroy.
Wow, that sure sounds like the Lich King, meaning not fucking Arthas. Sea Reavering is gonna be Titan's Tavern Pass, the Sari and Arthas.
Ready for the slaughter.
He left the light runes behind long ago.
The scourge rises again.
I forget what that's even from. Yeah, no Ner'zhul armor. You'd rather have like Death Metal King and all this kind of dumb stuff. Where even is that one? Oh, here. Scarlet we got from that other Brawl-Seum thing. You have to win 3 games, which is a lot harder to do than you might think. Or like I only had 1 try to do it too. The whole Death Knight Completionist Challenge. Which one was I so confused by? I look at the shop every time I play, and I play once a week. So it's not like I even wanted any of these, but if I had, how could I have missed... how could I have missed that one? Which one? Yeah, her. When the hell was she on the shop? I swear to God, I've never seen that. Or it must have been like some sort of bundle that I missed, or I don't know. Ragnaros for 1,000 gold, huh? Even though I don't really play a shaman, I can't really argue with that. I didn't even see it. Maybe I'm just blind. That's how I missed some of these other ones. We're gonna have all kinds of shit on here that I don't even really want because you know, it's not like I really play a shaman, so fuck it, I'll just do it because I have the gold. So I have Omen and Ragnaros, and I don't really play either of those. Find him under the Heroes tab of your collection. Heroes can, that would give me a good excuse to play some kind of fun Evolve type decks, which I haven't done in a super long time. Okay, let's see. Well, I should play some now, or no, I have to first disenchant stuff, then craft. Okay, hang on. Okay, so let's make those actual 2 cards. I think I just need Elise and Malchezaar. We got enough legendaries, I think, to just toss away. Shit, now I'm gonna feel incentivized to do shaman stuff, even though obviously that's not going to be the case. Organon, after Titan used the abilities, double the power of other abilities. Okay, I haven't really used the Titans very much. In fact, I might have only played the Priest one. I did like a little or what was it, like underplayed class round robin thing. Give all minions your... Okay, that's kind of fun actually. And I mean, just the fact that if you have 20 or less health, open a Badlands jail. Make a minion go dormant for 3 turns. Okay, that's not really that fun. Can't do anything with that. Polygon, rush, whenever it attacks a minion, put it in your hand. Move any in your hand. I mean, I wouldn't want to disenchant these, maybe just for the fun of potentially using them, but... Oh wow, I'm gonna need a lot of shit though. They fixed that where like the new stuff doesn't go away if it's no longer new, right? Enemy minions cost 5 more. I mean, none of this shit really matters, but wait. Oh, it does though. Fuck me. This is gonna take a while. Or in fact, Demon Hunter is sort of meant to be something I do on here though, I guess. Although I almost don't even care. Or like the way that I would do it would be super stupid. No, see that? That's so dumb. I thought they fixed that. Like where it's not, it's not supposed to go away if you're on there because it knows what you're trying to do, which is exactly what I am trying to do here. Okay, just do all of these stupid cards. You're gonna need like 3,200. Of course, I do have like 1,000 gold with which to buy packs too if I really need to, but or what you have to be careful is not to destroy the ones that share like double classes in case you want to use the other class. So I'll disenchant all the rogue cards and then accidentally disenchant a warrior one. Guess I haven't really done this in a while because I barely have time to even just fucking play the game anymore, but that's fine. I like keeping it as one of those long-standing series that's like I'm always gonna play it, even if it's a little bit, even if I'm not doing much with it, just messing around. I feel like I won't have enough even after all this. How is that possible? Didn't I get like those 40 card packs too? Like what the fuck? I guess I could do some of the other legendaries if I really had to, but I like the idea of committing to like one class and one class only, though, in the context of just trying to, you know, like, oh, I'll disenchant every card besides that one classes. But that's more like an early Hearthstone experience thing, like just, yeah, see, even like that one I keep for Demon Hunter. Like when you first started playing the game, you could have done that. Like, oh, I'll disenchant every single card except for this one class. And if I do that, then at least I'll have guarantee a good collection with that and not even worry about anything else. If you're trying to balance it too much, then they're all going to suck. Jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. Okay, Hunter, don't really care. Yeah, we got to go with whatever cool cosmetics we have. We have to play as Demon Hunter because we have the Omen, and we have to play as this dude as the Shaman because we got that. Some of the class interpretations are a little bit silly. Like, why is Cthulhu a druid? I can't think of any reason aside from the fact that he's associated with bugs, which doesn't really even do it. Like, by the logic of the universe, like, oh, everybody's a warlock because they're just evil and casting, like, whatever, corrupting spells and stuff like that. So, N'Zoth is a warlock. Every old god is a warlock. Yogg-Saron is a warlock. All the demons are warlocks. Sargeras, like, so basically warlocks get spoiled with every kind of good cosmetic. Speak of the old gods and they shall appear. Okay, get rid of this. This might actually be a little bit annoying though. It's ironic. I would play mage mainly to counter spells rather than to use them myself. Which of course is one of my favorite mechanics in card gaming history, just anti-spell type stuff. Okay, get rid of this. Man, this actually takes an annoying amount of time. I don't think I'll have enough even after all this. I might have to actually disenchant some of the legendaries. Paladins are probably one of my least played classes in the game. I can't remember too much of why or when I would have played them. Maybe a little bit with the Murloc stuff just for the fuck of it. Maybe I did a little bit with the Exodia thing, like the fucking whatever. But no, I don't remember playing it that much. Or, you know, in Arena, it was often very good at various points in the history of the game. On average, they might be one of the better Arena classes ever, actually. And I feel like Warriors are definitely the worst overall. Sure, there might have been times where they were really good, but on average, they kind of sucked, it felt like. They just need too much support for certain things or whatever. It's like some sort of weird, I could make an interesting little analogy here. Stimuli acme, like a fetish. Like when you've been married for X amount of time, you have to do things to spice things up and make it interesting, right? Because everything is just, you're desensitized and it's like, oh, the traditional stuff just doesn't do it for you anymore. It's just not exciting enough. It's boring. You're sick of it. It's bland. It's the same thing like me in card games. Like, it's not enough just to play the game. You have to do something exciting and exotic. You have to do Renounced Darkness. You have to do Explore and Goro. You have to do some kind of gimmick themed like fun thing, because who cares about the rest, right? Like, if you want just raw results, you can do it a couple times, but how much are you really going to just do that in a zero-sum way? And I guess even I'm a little bit wrong in saying that, because I never really did it that much, but it's like, I just get sick of it, you know. If you're whatever, get to legend every month, or my standard was more like in Magic, I always say I do like 1 10k draft per expansion. And this last one, I didn't even do it because I was so caught up with the cosmetics, and I bought like a 12k fucking pumpkin pet, even though I'm a free-to-play player. But the point is that with this, I would say like, okay, I should get legend like once every expansion, but I don't do that. And then I should get it once every year, but I don't do that either because I got it last September. So it's already been over a year, and I don't really have much interest or time in doing it. The way I started off that month was so cocky. Like, I only played it once a week, like my normal schedule, and only for a couple hours, right? Still more than what I'm doing now, but basically it's a case where I was so like, oh yeah, I'll just play it once a week for like 2 hours and I'll get to legend. And the first couple weeks kind of bear it out. Like, oh, I got from bronze to silver, then I got from silver to gold, like in the next episode on a weekly basis. If I do that every episode, clearly I'll get there. But then towards the end of the month, obviously I had to kind of push it. But it felt kind of interesting that you would have the confidence to even try that. It almost seemed impossible. Because I obviously used like almost exclusively that imp deck. I wish I would have gone all the way with it, which almost seemed possible, but you got kind of hard stuck around Diamond 3. And the reason why is because, you know, you were facing a lot of those Shabans over and over and stuff like that, but it, you know, you could have done it, like you could have won a couple in a row and gone on some good streaks, but basically it was a really, I don't know. It just would have been annoying and taken even longer. So then I used that Cursed Warlock just at the very end there. It always means more to do it with something a little bit less than optimal. People were even saying as I was doing that that's not that good of a deck. But if it's not that good and you can get to Diamond 3 just like that, then I'm fine with it. As somebody who hadn't really played the meta in a while, who had been sort of out of touch, who hadn't really tried to play competitively or trying to get to legend in a while, so I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know what a lot of the names of the cards I was using were, which is always a trope of mine. I always trigger people with that. Either I'll give stuff nicknames that people don't like, oh, the Meghan Markle card, Social Climber in Magic the Gathering, or whatever, the name dropper card here. Or I think I really triggered people in Danganronpa with that, like, you know, oh, I called Byakuya Bayuka, or just like whatever. Either I'm dyslexic or I just come up with nicknames. Leon Kuwata is fucking Larry Butts, and as my bad karma for that, I end up actually dying to him in terms of whoops. At the end of that case, spoilers. See, that's spoiler for like my personal series though. That's not actually how the game ends, and that's not even an alternate ending of the game. But because of my first playthrough permadeath format that I do with stuff like that, even story games, right, that's the real ending of my playthrough. Now, sure, I could play it again eventually, and it might be something different, but that's the ending I got on my first playthrough of Danganronpa, is that you solve the case, and then you lose to Leon Kuwata in DDR, because you have to do this little fucking rhythm game at the end, and that's how you die. That's actually the ending of the game. Like, you know how games can have alternate endings. That's actually a real one that I create for myself. By whenever you die, if you die, that's actually the end of the game. So that's how fun and dynamic it is, that it can create like infinite alternate endings, some of which are really stupid, like Cole Phelps dying to the chandelier in LA Noire, like all this kind of dumb stuff. You notice how it's never the core mechanic of the game that gets me, like driving or shooting and that, or even solving the case. No, it's got to be a fucking chandelier, or it's not the investigation or getting something wrong in the trial. It's more like, oh yeah, you have to do some action game, rhythm game, Guitar Hero, DDR dumb shit, and that's what gets you. Not that that's even any consolation. Like, you still shouldn't. I hate what they did to him. The 15 health thing wouldn't have been a problem if you just left it that way. I might have to do a couple legendary type things here. Choose a minion can attack while this is alive. Right, I don't think I'll get to 3200 like this, but I feel bad for disenchanting a legendary here just like that, because maybe it'll be something fun that I want to use later. I don't know. Although I rarely do that, or I use any sort of new cards. It's not even like I have any bias against them, but it's like, why does it matter if it's new? There's so many things that would be new to me anyway. And there are a lot of, you know, fun, focused cards in this game. As much as I make fun of the game, it's like, you know, just the formats kind of confuse the issue. But this game has more like fun focused cards than any game ever. Like, when you think about how they just change your deck and do crazy stuff, like Malkazar, Renounced Darkness, Elise, fucking what I'm using now, Explore and Gora. Like, there's so many things that just, they're not good, and they were arguably never good. Add a temporary copy of it to your hand. I don't know what that means, temporary, like just till the end of the turn. Mana Thirst, don't really care. Government costs 1 less, okay. I think if I just do 1 legendary now, that should be fine. Discover a spell from opponent's class. It is in their deck. That's kind of dumb. Like, there's a reason why it's not in their deck. Maybe it sucks. Over see, okay. So these are a lot of the catch-up cards that I guess it gave me. Get a random holy spell. Also restore 6 health to your hero. Fine. I don't know why I'm even looking at so many of these. I like that card quite a bit. That was in a number of my Death Knight decks. Not that it's really that good, but as is most of the stuff I say, that's kind of redundant. Okay, this is good. Taunt, force all enemies to attack this. A lot of these you can just look at and say, oh, that would be so good in Arena, or at least by the older standard. Arena did get kind of out of control after a while, though. Whether that's just a reflection of power creep or something else, I'm not really sure, but you control mag 2-1. It's not like this game has that many cards that you should feel like you have to deal 4 damage to your hero. You know, the power creep should be that big of a deal. Like, it's been out for a long time, but it's not as crazy as some other games. I don't even get how they did that with Magic the Gathering Arena. Like, it has so many cards, but it's only been out for so long, so that guy looks kind of cool. Taunt, can attack, 4 mana, 7/7. Hilarious. Why not? By today's standards, it should just be, it can attack too. Then if your turn, put a random spell on top of your opponent's deck. It'll be one of my mines from my fucking Iron Juggernaut thing. Rush, 50% chance to get +3 attack. Cover a card, 4 mana, 7/7 again. I don't know why I felt like I maybe was using that in something here. Any spells cost 2 more. Oh shit. That would be exactly like with my anti-spell thing. See, this is what I got to do, is one day I got to reset and look through every card that I missed out on and redo some of my theme decks. You can still do an anti-spell deck, but there'll be other cards that maybe fit into here and stuff like that. So we're going to be so close, but I don't know if I can quite do it. Why does it say that like every time if I clearly have way more cards? Disenchanting this card will leave you less than the amount you could use in a deck. Like, what do you mean, dude? Why does it always say that? So I'll just random in your opponent's deck. Like, whether a card is good isn't always aligned with whether a card is fun. That's the thing. And this is one of the prime examples. Like, it ruins all of my decks that aren't good in the first place, right? Like, oh, it would destroy Renounced Archons and it would destroy Explore and Goro and all these kind of things, but they're not good anyway. 5 damage randomly spin 1. It's like everybody's complaining about Jade Idol, so they felt like they had to do that. Or wait, I don't even remember. No, I'm thinking of Skulking Geist, but still. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think I've just been too lazy to disenchant the whatever, the neutral cards in a while. Damn, we're so close. Are we gonna fall like just short of it? Destroy a random enemy minion. And it's gonna turn out that I want to use one of these. Oh fuck, man, that would have done it. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Taunt 6/10. That's kind of fun actually, but plus 1 less for each mana you spent on spells this game. That could actually work if we're doing like if we're doing the fucking whatever, like we're playing. I actually Explore and Goro wouldn't work for that because I don't know. 400 golden pack. Let's just get a couple of these, I guess. 1 to 50 packs. Okay. I don't feel like I need that many, but let's just do it anyway. I had such a surplus of gold. Like, I just bought Ragnaros and stuff too. I got a couple legendaries, but I guess I just didn't have the heart to disenchant them because they weren't we get like a whole showcase of every card deck we have in the game by simply opening packs. Wait, how did I even get the Sargeras one if I thought I didn't even have that one on here. Well, just give me like one legendary. It almost doesn't matter. We only need really those two. Oh shit, I ask and I receive. Spirit of the Badlands. If your deck has no duplicates, get a permanent Mirage. Or that was one problem with the game at the beginning, was it wouldn't show you actually what it would, like cards would reference certain things, but they wouldn't show you what that was that it was talking about. See, that's like the treetop fruit thing almost, or some sort of psychological thing. That card deck doesn't look cool, and it even has to do with Mists of Pandaria, everyone's least favorite, at least premise for an expansion. But it's a case where, you know, just because it's rare or not everybody's gonna have it, you want to just show it off. Apparently, I didn't even think of it like that at the beginning, but then people kept saying like, wow, you have that one? A lot of people don't. To show you're a filthy casual who didn't play, let's say at the beginning of the game or whatever, that you were too much of a clown to get a beta key, closed beta key. Let's see what a Mirage actually shows that it does. What? What do you mean? That was a druid card, wasn't it? What the fuck am I looking at? Oh no, it was a paladin card. If your deck has no duplicates, create a Mirage. At the start of your turn, transform into a copy of a minion in your deck. Not even really that interesting. Can't blame me for thinking it had something to do with druids though, just the look of it. Let's do Malchezaar and the other dude. Or I mean, Elise. So it might not seem too relevant, but no harm in having these. And yeah, it is a wild card indeed. I couldn't agree with you more. Okay, that should be all we really need here. Elise Badland Savior. Oh shit, I didn't know they would even have one of these. If your deck has no duplicates, summon a 4/4 copies of 4 random minions in your deck. A lot of stuff just has to do with that. I guess it's like a showdown, right? You're both drawing, or like you're both playing a minion at the same time and see which one is stronger and which one wins. Almost like the joust mechanic. You could turn it into that. So what we want to do is we want to almost just copy one of these other things here. Wait, what did I do? Oh, not that again. Which I guess you can't even see. It's like where they... Fuck. Paint makes you like choose what orientation your stuff is in or something. Alright, let's copy this and then we'll get to... Wait, but how is this playable in Twist if... I forget what I was even using now. I have no idea. Or maybe I don't even have to do it then. Like, wait, it must have been this one because it's wild. So which Twist one do I want then? I'm assuming this one. Like, we just want Explore and Goro. 2 of those. So let me get rid of a few things in here. And then I get to... Let's see. Most of it's just card draw, obviously, anyway. So what you want to do is you want to put in Elise and you want to put in Malchezaar, and then we just want to actually play that if I lose with the other one. You can kind of rotate back and forth between them. I guess the Twitch should still be there like next week, right? Because I spent so much time here just trying to do that. Wait, what? What? Yeah, talk about anti-fun the game. Are you fucking stupid, man? Didn't I just check that you'd be able to use that too? I'm so confused. You can put it in this one. Or wait, what? Just bugged out. Just doesn't want me to have fun. Like, when would Malchezaar ever be considered too good or something? The thing with this is, I mean, you don't really want it in there. So they let me play Elise, which is arguably a better card even than this. It's not like, oh, it's not allowed in the format because, like, don't tell me banned. Explain to me why is it banned? Why in any format ever would a fun card like Malchezaar be banned that's not good in any way? I don't get it. So stupid, man. I went out of my way just to do that. Whatever. We have Elise and we have Exploring Goro. So the whole point is to complement that with having Elise in your hand, so even once you play it, you can still do that. And I guess I could do... See, I don't want to sabotage this, though, by doing Malchezaar. Because we were having such fun with... Or, you know, this is pointless, though, because... I think I took out Exploring Goro overall. It's pointless to even do this because you don't have any spells. So let's do it that way, then. But no, this one was actually... I won't say it was doing that good, but it was at least... Those interactions could be fun. Right, where you double your health and stuff. Or double your minion stats. In conjunction with them already being 5 cost or potentially 2 cost, 5 mana, 5+ cost minions, whatever, you know, the way the Zin-Azshari works. That is a super fun interaction that I didn't really think of, but I guess I didn't play as this deck since that came out. It was only like in the Lich King expansion in December, right? Like, well, I guess I keep saying that like it was so recent, but it's been almost a year. But for me, it doesn't feel that long because I, again, play so little. But I haven't really used that card much. I only use Lords of Mar and like the anti-spell thing to try to take advantage of elusive stuff, so I can buff it. Meanwhile, you can't even target it, so it makes it even harder to get rid of. So you thought Sogot.
Grant you permission to speak. I suppose I should thank you.
Where's your level 100 reward track? Death Knight thing. Aren't you a fucking tryhard who plays the game all day, every day? So undead, you want to attack? Okay, play something original, dude. I guess I should just do that anyway, but I don't want to stall the game out too much. It's just, oh, you want a Zin-Azshari in your hand, and then you want like a full hand, and I mean you kind of want Lords of Mar too. I don't even like Vandar anymore as much. Like it seems good, but unless you have a ton of card draw, I need like the octopus. See, I should have made that instead. Put Octosari guy in here instead of the thing. Instead of Malchezaar. Once we win this game, I might actually do that. I'll disenchant all the legendaries that I just got or something. I'm not gonna have enough now. See, if I had known that Malchezaar wasn't playable, I mean, at least I'm using it here, but it doesn't really even make sense because it'll give you more cards to draw from in terms of... In terms of, okay, you'll have more stuff from Zin-Azshari, but what does it matter, really? Right, those cards are never going to come into play. Well, I guess you can get them before you play Zin-Azshari, but once it turns, then it doesn't matter anyway what it was.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Shuffle 2 and a page. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying stuff like that can't be impactful and helpful, but I think the way I was playing it before was sort of more pure. Damn it. Now I'm going to regret that. Now I could have made a fucking octopus, but instead I get this. Because that is the perfect card to have. Like, you burn out of stuff in your hand once you play Zin-Azshari and you play a couple things, and now you fill up your hand with all these crazy, incredible value things, whether they cost 2 or not. Even if they cost 5, you still have so many at your disposal. And what ends up happening is you rely on their effects a lot, like, you know, oh, you need one that's going to give you a heal, like a antique heal bot, even though that's a bad value card, given that, you know, it's 5+. That's one of the worst ones you could possibly get, but you sometimes are just hanging on a thread for the effect. Now, I was going to say, I thought I just got rid of that card from here, but I think it's from Malchezaar. That you should almost save for once you do that. once you do Zin-Azshari, because then your lowest cost is going to be the same as your highest cost. Still haven't gotten used to this sort of new-ish setup of mine, or it's more like my old setup, kind of. But clearly my schedule has suffered too. Just these weird times that I'm doing it at. In a way that can sometimes be a good thing though, not that I really care in that sense, but like, you do it at a time that nobody else streams. Like it's 4 a.m. Who streams Hearthstone at 4 a.m.? I should actually see how many people are in the category right now. I highly doubt, but then again, it, you know, could be people from around the world, so it doesn't mean they're in my time zone, so it wouldn't really matter. 18k viewers, I guess I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about then. Like, who is streaming this, let alone watching this at this time? I don't get it. Yeah, see, it's like Chinese people. Okay, fine. Obviously people in different time zones. Okay, this you're just trying to milk it as far as giving me Zin-Azshari. This is why it's annoying. Like, I'm gonna end up burning it. Fuck off, dude. Maybe I should get rid of Malchezaar. I'm sick of this already. It just doesn't work with this. It just makes it harder to get what you were trying to do in the first place. It's too slow. Like, you have to get on a right curve. Damn, how would I get another 1600 now? That's so stupid. I even looked in the thing. It showed that you could use Malchezaar. Right? Didn't I just test that to see, oh, they're playable in Twist, and then it says ban once I make it. So fucking stupid. Whatever, maybe I can wait on the octopus guy. Let me just look at between what I just got. If there's any legendaries or epics, I might be able to do it. Okay, you're taking too long, dude. I don't care. Just give me the fucking Zin-Azshari thing. Oh, here we go, dude. So stupid. How can this be, dude? I only wanted to use him in the other format with Exploring Goro for the gimmick of it or whatever, because I thought that would be fun. Like, combine it with the same stuff I use in Renounce. Like, you know, whatever. You have Renounce Darkness, Elise, Malchezaar. Of course, in either of these decks, you could argue Malchezaar doesn't have that much of an effect, because once you play it, it'll turn your whole deck into 5+ cost minions or into Exploring Goro cards. Choose your path or whatever it's called, so it won't matter. But I guess if you get a couple in your hand, it could be good. I'll even get the Octosari guy that I'm, you know, in fact, even if I do, I'll keep it. I'll keep him in there if we get that. Okay, fun. Not really that big of a deal, but can I ever get this card in my whole life? We burned Lorthamar too, which is the whole fun of this interaction. Like, when I'm not saying this deck is good at all, because of course it's not, although it's not as bad as some of the ones I do, or not as bad as Exploring Goro at least, but when it does work, there we go. When it does work, it can be very spectacular. Burning the fires of Zin-Azshari, how ironic. I mean, I'm just basically dead, but
You shall know my cruelty firsthand.
yeah, I want to know your cruelty, so torture me instead of putting me out of my misery by dragging this game on until I get these crazy buffed up minions, but they won't even be buffed up now. That's the problem. You thought a 4 mana 7/7 was ridiculous. How about a 5 mana 18/14, which doesn't even seem that crazy. There's a lot better values that you get, so I'll still count that one, but I'm gonna hold that one against Malchezaar's dumbass. Not even that I mind using it in this one, but I made him to use it in the other one, so it's kind of irritating. Let's see, legendary. I swear I have that on video too. You go to craft it in Twist mode and it shows, oh yeah, you can play it just like you can play Elise, and then once I do, then it tells me I can't. Like, that's so stupid. Okay, none of those you can disenchant. Is there not another one that I got? I guess it would just be some neutral ones or something. We did get that one for the warrior that I wouldn't really want to get rid of, but because I'm basically only playing as warrior. All minions in your deck attack and health equal to their cost. That could be pretty fun. It's unlikely I'm actually going to use it, but oh, it just mentions legendary. Let's see, is there anything kind of interesting here? Most of these I can't even disenchant. I've never really made a gimmick deck around Mimrod's Head. Sometimes I'll put it in other decks, like even the Iron Juggernaut one, but in and of itself it's just not that, I won't even say viable, but it's not even that fun because it is so awkward to get it off. Whenever it attacks a minion, put it in your hand. Move any in your hand to your opponents. I feel like I'm probably not going to use that, right? It does have rush though, I don't know. I'd rather make a fucking stupid octopus. Even if I do that one, it's not going to be enough, so let's look for epic ones. You'd have to have like 12 of them to do. There's one less for each plague shuffled in deck this game. Okay, I mean, I don't even really play as Death Knight. One here, Azurite Vein, one of the very contrived mechanics of like power creep and WoW. Like, how do we keep making the heroes stronger after they've already killed the Lich King and this and that? So, Rogue. I need to get rid of 2 legendaries now, it seems like. And that is a little bit unfortunate. How about we get rid of Malchezaar that I literally just made? I unironically might, because of how dumb this is. I just want to do what I want to do, right? And this is what sometimes happens. Like, it's not a bad card, but who cares? And I just want to make sure again what you're showing me with Malchezaar, because I'm not too happy about that. You show me in twist mode, and it doesn't even say it's banned here, so I don't get it. Oh wow, you're looking at twist mode and it's showing you can play it, and then when you go, am I missing something? I don't care. You deserve to be disenchanted just for that fucking bullshit alone that you just put me through. Or how do you say that? That must be in wild, which I can't even escape from right now. Well, that was a colossal waste of dust, which I've done, of course, so many times. Can you just give me the fucking thing? Okay. Draw 8 cards. That is a perfect complement actually to this deck, which is now missing Malchezaar. You can add more than 30, but I didn't even add more than 30. What do you mean? Okay, so we technically still did lose though, so I'll give Explorer and Goro a shot. Now, so we have 2 of those. We did put in Elise. Everything else should be good. So let's go into twist mode. Ah, yes. Now I know why it doesn't show you that, because it wants it to be a twist. That you can't use cards that it's clearly showing you that you should be able to use in that format.
Versus Anduin. Life shall bring victory.
I will show no mercy.
Like, I even like this Garrosh portrait better than the one that I would get for the 1000 win threshold anyway, right? But it's just like him with a tentacle or whatever on him. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. I love that Cthulhu one, the druid whatever eyeball. We've gotten a lot of cool ones actually, right? Dragon Priest, this guy's more stuck in the past than I am.
Once upon a time.
He's actually committing to it too, and he's playing on his fucking phone. Even though I like that card back quite a bit, it's just okay, go like this, or I can't.
For the whole.
Yeah, we just want to pit these two decks against each other and see which gimmick mechanic does better, which should be Zin-Azshari, hands down. There's nothing about this deck that is even remotely good, but somehow it's still fun. In fact, it's still better than it would have been before because Exploring Goro doesn't cost anything. It was almost antithetical to Renounced Darkness. Like, Renounced Darkness changes your whole hand on the spot. This you have to play actively every time you draw it, so you're not getting as many cards right away, and it would reduce the cost by 1 of everything you get from Renounce, whereas this increased the cost because you would have to pay 1 in order to get it. Like, this was always so shitty.
I hope you like my invention.
Okay, keep drawing.
Once upon
I think we'll be at, you know, bronze like the whole month, but you can't really read into that too much because it's just the rating is cosmetic. Like, we're not really trying to get rating. I just don't see the point in playing casual. You are playing casual anyway, no matter what format you're in, because you're not going to get anywhere with it. But I don't really care about this dude. I just want to see if I can get Exploring Goro here, and you want to have as many cards in your hand as possible when doing that. You see how much just dust I burned through. I made a legendary by disenchanting a bunch of cards, then I disenchanted that same legendary I just made to make another legendary. Like, so I just wasted 4,800 dust.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Not that it really matters to me, but
Pass me that arc light spanner.
then next time I'll disenchant what I just made here, and then I'll do it again. Let's go ahead and draw as much as I can here. Even when I'm trying to fish for my suboptimal garbage card, I'm not gonna get it, huh?
I have an axe for the poor.
Oh, I could have. Okay.
Hand is too full.
So I do have 2 of them in there, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, thanks. You just buffed my thing, you dumbass, unless he has a way to finish it off. Oh shit, he's actually gonna mill me out. Yeah, even if I get Exploring Goro now, I have nothing left in my deck with which to do it, which is arguably why you would want to oh, there we go. That's arguably why you would even want to do that in the first place, as far as let's see. House Mana Storm, just do that. Problem is I won't be able to play anything now, so I will actually burn a card, but it'll be very clear what that card is we're gonna do. Or what I almost wanted to do with this would be Yogg. Right, you could do like Yogg, Exploring Goro. And the reason why is because oh, nice.
Secret agent coming through.
I ain't talking.
Yeah, Yogg plus Exploring Goro, so let's craft that too, which I could have done if I didn't fuck myself with Malchezaar there. Just because you're gonna play, you have to have him in your hand, obviously, to make it effective. But you would be able to, basically benefit from all the spells that you're casting this way. Yeah, remove top 3 cards of my deck when I don't even have any anymore. Not even completely hopeless, but they just have way too much shit in their deck, which is one instance where Malchezaar would actually be good.
Hey, give me that.
It just took me too long to get it, I guess, is the problem. What did I really want? I would want to make a couple other things. I think I just said, I forgot. I wanted to have, what the fuck did I just say? I just said I wanted to make some card. Fuck me. It would be a card that would enable you to... Oh, Yogg. There's all these other versions of Yogg too over time. Maybe I should see. Like you spin the roulette wheel if you... whatever. Some kind of stupid mechanic like that. But some of those cards are actually in the meta for a little bit. Just even original Yogg could be so impactful as a last resort. Basically, if you're losing, it's a net positive, so it could only help you. Now this wouldn't even matter because it removes the top 3 cards, but it doesn't make you draw 3 cards, so it wouldn't actually do anything now. Right, I actually want to see that. No, don't just kill me. Show that interaction. Fuck. Wait, how is that oh, whatever. Travel back to ancient past when dinosaurs roamed. No thanks. I got my Ark Survival Evolved playthrough going on anyway. Fucking Ungoro is back with some new updates and has joined the other sets in the wonderful Twist format. Cameras of Time, Journey to Ungoro, Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, One Night in Care. Like, these aren't even in order the way, or maybe they are. Legacy, blah, blah, blah. This is kind of what I was saying they should have done with the Classic format in the first place. Don't just leave it in Classic forever. Keep rotating between them. Like, you know, started this, but then keep going and unlocking more every month or something like that. But they kind of did it in a way. Yeah, let's actually see how long it takes for me to get to that 1,000 win threshold, considering how I play as these shitty things. I first of all don't play enough, but then when I do, it's some garbage. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I would want to get to rank 100 at one point. What were the 3 things? Legend rank 1, rank 100, like my Hearthstone bucket list. Not that I'm going to guarantee it, but who knows when or if this game's going to go offline. It definitely lasted longer than I thought. As much as I like it, I couldn't have imagined it would have still been around or still been so popular. It felt like it was dying out for a couple years, maybe like 2018-ish, and then it sort of revitalized. Even when I would look at like the viewership and stuff on Twitch, it was kind of dead, and then it kind of blew up again, and I was kind of shocked when I came back. I was even making fun of it, like, oh, you know, yeah, wasn't there that one time where like I was one of the top streamers on Hearthstone too? Not because I had a lot of viewers, I only had like 5 or 10 or something, but I swear, it must have just bugged out. But like just nobody else was in the category, so I was even making fun of it. I swear that happened. I even have it like on video. I think I showed it. Legend rank 1, right? Get to rank 100 in the thing, and then get the 1,000 reward thing here for a particular hero. And then beyond that, man, I can't remember. It's too late. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I'm here. Or what I'm not is actually logged in onto Twitch, so I can't even say anything there. Let me actually do that, and then let me try to decide. What was I just fucking saying? I can't remember what I said 5 seconds ago. This is what happens when I get tired. Or when I stream at like 3 to 4 in the fucking morning. I can't believe how many viewers it actually has, though, Hearthstone. See, some categories won't be like that. They'll be very dominated by a certain region. So if you say, like, it's 4 a.m. Eastern time, nobody's playing it, because only people generally are playing or streaming it in a certain part of the world. But with something like Hearthstone, it seems to be popular obviously worldwide. I would actually tab out to interact with chat because whatever. I mean, I guess my main way of interacting with chat is just talking. Yeah, it's like, oh no, don't share this code. I'll say my fucking code on stream. I'll show me typing it in, because what does it matter? Unless you know my password and you're logging in, what good is the code gonna really do for you right now? Just 1 second. Someone's content is intended for certain audiences. It may contain drugs, intoxication, excessive tobacco use, significant profanity, or vulgarity. Drugs? Like, what are we admitting to a crime or something on stream? Like, what is this dude doing, man? Just look at that. Oh yeah, that seems like the kind of thing I want to watch. It has all the vices. Let's call it the stimuli acme on here. Don't say vulgarity, dude. What kind of age do you think we're in? I gotta go cryogenically freeze myself for 100 years before they fucking catch up. So fucking stupid, man. Do I really call this an appropriate time to stream? Well, it's at least earlier than yesterday or the last couple days. The best I can do. But at least it's not like, oh, I'm tired, although I still kind of am. It's like I fell asleep at 8, then I woke up at like 3 or 2 or something, and then I started, so I still got some sleep, and then I'll go back to sleep again after this, so it still kind of fits in. So I want to look at something to do with Yogg. I want to make sure I screenshotted that, actually. What did I do here? Yeah. Just 1 second. I love how it says drugs. I guess people smoke weed and stuff now because that's getting legal and whatever, but it's still interesting that has to be said. So let's see what version of Yogg there are. I don't have to do it right now, but I could have totally done it. Or wait, where's all the other ones? Or oh, this is just for twist mode. Oh, so you could actually have done that. That's a real missed opportunity. But then once I craft it, it'll say banned, of course, as it just did with Malcazar. But that I wouldn't mind having, obviously, overall. What are the other versions of Yogg, though? We actually got to look. What was for dinner? I don't know. Like just like a little uncrustable thing, like a sandwich. Like a frozen peanut butter sandwich that you have to let it thaw for like an hour before you can eat it. Not a good sleep schedule. Actually, it's not so bad. It's probably better than what I was doing before. Let's see. That just mentions Yogg. Oh my Yogg. This is... This card recently modified so the disenchant value has been adjusted. After this, use an ability, cast 2 random spells. Okay, that's not good enough. This is cast a random spell for each spell you cast this game, obviously. And then if you've cast 10 spells this game, spin the wheel of Yogg-Saron. You see, this menu wasn't there before. Right, it would never show you that. Yogg, take the wheel. Take control of 3 random enemies. Like, that's cool, but I mean, this is really what it's all about. Let's disenchant another. I mean, I obviously won't have enough, but it almost makes me want to do it. But it would take so long. This is the problem, right? It would take forever to actually... You'd have to get Explore and Gore, then you'd have to play it, then you'd have to play Yogg at the end. Like, it's such a cool idea, but I just don't have the energy to actually do this right now. I come up with these cool ideas, but I don't have the time or the energy to actually deliver on them. That won't be enough, man. I'd have to, like, actually buy something with real money to have enough dust to do this. Because, yeah, I'm never gonna get enough gold this way, or whatever. Dust, I mean. Yeah, give me another legendary here that I can just dump. What were you doing before? Yeah, it's alright for now. Maybe I'll do that next time, right? Look through and try to go out with a bang with Yogg. I don't really have the patience for it now. But Malcazar just totally fucked me over. No, it's not. Like, he argues with himself, but he makes it seem like he's somebody else. Well, first of all, when he has another account, but second of all, he'll keep changing the colors of his name plate or whatever. All these stupid achievements that it just makes you click to give you like a false sense of achievement. Wait, didn't we just buy Rag? So why is he still there? Oh, just to say I own it. That's so annoying. I'm never very well prepared when it comes to dust and stuff. That's actually a decent amount. Let's see if maybe I can do it. Let's just go through every single thing and see what I can disenchant after all. Even though I have some big interest in playing as some of these classes, I'm sure it won't be enough. It's really my fault because I keep doing this over and over. I'll keep making dumb stuff and then you know, and then disenchanting it right away or whatever. I shrink my collection like a million times over. But at least you're able to do that here. You're not able to do that like in Magic, which is in some ways kind of cool because then it forces you to be more authentic to your collection, but you could just choose to do that, obviously. But I don't have that maybe self-control or patience. I want whatever I want, and then I'll just regret it later. He's probably going to be banned in that format anyway. But you'll never know until you actually make him. But it's probably something I should have anyway. You know, the biggest coincidence was I didn't know that the twist mode had to do with Ongoro. I was just kind of playing this anyway. Because I just got done with Resounce Darkness. And then I said, oh, I want to do this next. Just because, whatever. These are some of my old classic kind of theme gimmick decks that I always do. You can't sleep at 8. Wake up 2 to 3, stream, and then sleep again and work. Well, I'm about to. You can call me stars, and I got bored. Or I can also call you that counter. What is it again? Counter something? Your other name. Deal 7 damage to a minion, draw 7 cards. Okay. Actually, a pretty cool picture. And now I'm tempted to play as a shaman, even though I obviously shouldn't. Just because I got the stupid, whatever, Ragnaros. Which he looks okay, but he looks kind of a little bit still cartoonish. Damn, I'm not even going to be close now, am I? So I'll just try to shoot for next time, maybe with trying to do that, or I could just disenchant a whole bunch of legendaries here that I don't feel like I'm going to use really, but I would hate to do that, and then there will be a time when I do want to use them. I'd have to do like basically 4 of them too, or maybe 3 of them in conjunction with all this. Tradable snake oil, deal 0 damage. That is actually good thematic to the whole Badlands vibe, though, at least. Your beasts have Rush. Excavated treasure. I like how much they turn their back on the charge mechanic, then just replace it with Rush in so many capacities. After your opponent plays a minion, attack it. Shove your hand in your deck, draw that many cards. Both players draw, destroy. Yeah, see, this is what I mean by the whole showdown mechanic. I totally guessed that. One thing I've never done in this game, despite how much I've played it, is actually like read all the flavor text and stuff. Deal 2 damage to all minions of friendly elementals. If you're holding another 4-cost card, deal 4 damage. Okay, so we would be able to do it within 3 legendaries here if I could find them. I'm almost tempted to do it just so I have another gimmick to work with. So we try to do Balcazar, it fails. Then we try to do tradable lifesteal, deal 6 damage. Interesting. Let's see. You know, one thing I've always been intrigued by is like people who stream on their phone. I don't know how you would even do that. You'd have to have like a god to your phone. Like I've seen some people do that, like Foosly or something. They're just kind of sitting around, or they're driving in their car and doing it. Not that I would do face cam anyway, but maybe I should try that sometimes. Just like a stream of consciousness thing as I go about my day and just fucking talk about random stuff. It's not good. I got bored of pink. This is the name of my alt. It's counter espionage. I know how to solve world hunger. Are you streaming at your house? Driving and streaming would be a bad idea. Well, I'll tell that to everybody who does it, which is like a very large number of people apparently. I can't really see. I guess I could leave the phone here. Like I can't find a good position to put it in where I can actually see it while I'm doing this. Do you want to know how to solve world hunger? Just make more food. just do the great leap forward again. We know how well that went. Okay, so we lost, I think it's both of these. Oh yeah, I wanted to just desecrate my collection even more. So is there not a legendary I could do? There's got to be a couple. Here, watch. Wait. What? Oh, this is only in the twist mode. Is there maybe one I was hanging on to for some weird reason, like a shaman one? I don't think so. Yeah, this is a perfect way to show like when am I going to use that? But I was enjoying it sometimes when I was doing it. Go dormant, cast a fire spell to revive it. I feel like I'm never going to use a fire spell. Like I just don't do that. And even if I did, it's not that cool. Like I don't care. Or no, wait, what? What is it showing us in? Oh, embrace the pain, of course. And +1/+1 for each damage minion. Like it's not really that good, but yeah, what would be some that are in embrace the pain? Because these are things that I probably wouldn't use normally otherwise. I guess there really weren't that many. I just need 2 more. Let's see here. Going wild, obviously you would never ever disenchant Iron Juggernaut. Ask the Donner Party, they knew how. Oh, just cannibalism? There's like a meme for The Shining, if you've ever seen that. Like where she asks at the beginning something about the Donner Party, and then the guy at the end says, quite a party, isn't it? Like when he's the ghost in the hotel. Like he could be referring to that. Like if you splice the two together. I think I saw a picture or something like that. Never seen The Shining? I don't think it's as good as people say. It's like a lot of random shit, but it's at least okay. But yeah, people act like, oh, it's a classic, and it's one of those ones that they overanalyze so much. Like they probably think more deeply about it than Stanley Kubrick himself did. What did the Donner Party do? They probably resorted to cannibalism to survive because they had no food. And I think they did survive ultimately then. On the Oregon Trail, I'm not sure where exactly it was, but that's okay, I guess. Let's see what else we got for maybe neutral ones. Fuck, I keep getting baited by that one because it just mentions the legendary. I don't mind getting rid of some of the warrior ones. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Thracian, which I argue we don't even use that much. Justicar is too dear to me to ever get rid of. Yeah, that one I don't want to get rid of necessarily. That one I just made. You think I should know this better by now, which ones you can actually disenchant. Okay, so I'd have to do 2 warrior legendaries here. That one I don't want to do. That one I don't want to do. That's fine. I wish I could do that one, but I apparently can't. This guy's kind of dumb, right? +1/+1 for each damage minion. Then attack. Like, it's not that good. But it is in a lot of things. And who cares? And yeah, even this I never really... Although there are some kind of fun things you can do with that. Let me see. Whatever. What? Oh, hero. Let's just make Yogg. Does this feel bad disenchanting a warrior card because... Now let's see if we can actually use it. If you can't use this in Twist, I should just delete my account and stop playing the game. They get his voice actually pretty authentic. I hate what they did to Malagos' voice. Doesn't sound anything like him. When it's supposed to be like that Liquid Snake sophisticated guy from WoW itself. You died of dysentery. Meme from Oregon Trail game. And what's the Oregon Trail? It was a trail that people took in Oregon. I don't know. What was the goal? They got trapped in the snow. Oh, what was their goal? I forget actually. Let me actually see. Educational stream here. Donner Party. That's the only time actually that I remember it from. There's a line in The Shining that goes like, Look, look. At the beginning, because they're trying to set up for something. But yeah, the Donner Party was a snowside party, 15 people. They were a group of American pioneers who migrated to California in a wagon trail in the Midwest. Delayed by a multitude of hardships, they spent the winter of 1846 to 1847 snowbound in the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Some of the migrants resorted to cannibalism to survive, primarily eating the bodies of those who succumbed to starvation, sickness, or extreme cold. But in one case, 2 Native American guys were deliberately killed for this purpose. You could actually make a pretty good movie about this, like all the slow descent into madness to have to do that, or like kind of like Lord of the Flies or something. It's actually a pretty interesting subject. The Donner Party 2009, I guess they did make a movie. Wow. Oh, I'm just kind of reading it though. I don't really have to show it, I guess. Yeah, let's see what their conversation is. Because it's foreshadowing that he himself goes crazy later on. Wasn't it around here that the Donner Party got snowbound? I think that was farther west in the Sierras. What was it? What was the Donner Party, says the kid. And then they were a party of settlers in covered wagon times. They got snowbound one winter in the mountains. They had to resort to cannibalism to survive. You mean they ate each other? They had to in order to survive. Don't worry, I know all about cannibalism. I saw it on TV. Have you been to the Grand Canyon? No, I haven't. Okay, let's see. Which one would we put this in? You can put it in the twist deck? Okay, you actually can. Or it's going to bug out and say it's banned. Or it's not. Your deck is full. It doesn't make you do that normally, though. It says you can have over 30. What do I get rid of? I don't want to get rid of Fiery War Axe, though. It's so important in the early game to survive. Damn it. Yeah, that's fine. I forget which one we were even on. So now we can do Zin-Azshari with the octopus, and we can do Explore and Goro with Yogg. So at least we've made the ultimate additions that we could possibly dream of. We didn't do Malkazar because it's just kind of dumb, and I couldn't use it apparently in the twist mode. So now at least before this twist mode ends, we can enjoy it to the fullest. Let me actually look through the whole thing now. Like, which cool kind of cards do we have to complement? We just have a lot of card draw, and we have Lorthamar, and we have Vandar, and we have the octopus to actually draw cards. Then this one we have obviously just Explore and Goro, a bunch of card draw, and then Yogg in order to and of course Elise we just added 2, which is kind of good if you get her in your hand first. Obviously same thing with Yogg. So I want to see a game where, I think I've done this before too obviously, but a long time ago, like I want to see a scenario in which I want to see a scenario, what is going on with the game, in which I'm able to play Yogg after playing a ton of the Explore and Goro cards and win because of it, but that's very unlikely to happen. How come? I've been all... Yeah, I just never went there for whatever reason. Land of Freedom, 2 truths and 1 lie. Okay. Alright, so this is Zin-Azshari, and of course we keep alternating when I lose, or I should just say I'll keep alternating, period, because we're gonna lose every fucking game, probably. One, I like oranges. Oranges is my favorite drink. Now that one's kind of... Orange is my favorite color. That one's sort of self-fulfilling, because if you like oranges, you would like orange drinks. And if you don't like one, then you would not like the other. So you would think it has to be that orange is your favorite color, even though you already told me that it kind of is your favorite color. So then I already know too. So maybe I'll actually say it's orange juice is your favorite drink. That's actually kind of a confusing one because two of them correspond with each other, so I'm gonna have to say it's two though. You don't like oranges, but then you do like orange drinks?
I hope you like my invention.
That's weird. Really? So he likes orange juice, but he doesn't like oranges themselves. I guess I'm kind of like that with apples. Like, I don't like eating apples, or I almost get like a gag reflex from apples. But I like apple pie and anything with like apples in it sometimes. So that's good. So what I get to do is
If you're sure.
so we'd want Lorthamar, or we'd want the octopus, or like anything, whatever we get, we get. But I should dig for Lorthamar at least. But you want to get this done as quickly as possible to have fun with these Yu-Gi-Oh-esque crazy kind of statted things that you have fun interactions with. I like green apples. Let me see. I don't know. It's hard to come up with sometimes because there's no context to it. It could just be any random thing. Let's see. I've never played Final Fantasy VII. I've never watched a full TV show, like an entire full thing from start to end, and I've never eaten fish. We go to a restaurant, then I go OJ over. That's pretty healthy though, I guess. Good habit. Draw 2, and then I want to draw even more, I guess. Joy Buzz, more like Blizzard. Joy Kill. Buzz Kill, whatever the fuck. Draw 2 cards. Now we're gonna end up burning something. Playing Final Fantasy is a lie. No, I never have played it actually. What were the other two I said? I said I've never eaten fish, which I may have actually by accident, but at least I've never willingly eaten it. And then, or no, I guess I've had sushi, so maybe that was a lie too, but whatever. The point was, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. You need your memory checked. What do you mean? Or no, I should say I've never beaten it, because I played it like maybe briefly. So I guess 2 of those were technically... What was the middle one that I said? Whatever, it's hard to come up with those things. Are you gonna get Lorthamar like ever in this universe or what, dude? God damn it, when it takes this long, you're never gonna do it. Because it's like 4 in the morning, dude. Oh, like I've never seen a movie. I've never seen, or no, I've never seen a full TV show. Which of course I have, although not too many. Like I've seen Seinfeld all the way through. I think I've seen the original Twilight Zone all the way through. I've seen... That might be about it, actually. I almost saw The Mentalist all the way through, but then I stopped when I saw that fucking stupid ending for Red John. It's like a detective show where you're going after this badass killer for the whole thing, and then the way he dies is so anticlimactic, or the way that he's basically caught. Gonna be where my lowest cost card is Lorthamar, because I have nothing fucking else in there. If I can just survive for a couple turns, I'll be in good shape. But it's gonna take me too long to do that. What time is it for you? Probably somewhere in the morning now. Or in the afternoon, midday. It can't be night for you because... What is it then? I don't know. We finally get the interaction I want, but now I'm just dead. Unless what I draw into would heal me. So dumb. We get the fun interaction, but we can't enjoy it. Let me try exploring Goro again. Oh, really? 9-10, huh?
Let's muddy the waters.
Well, I guess that's not too bad. If anything, this might be a better time for you to watch, right? Rather than watching at school or something, where you have to be on mute. That means when you normally watch, if it was like 5 hours before, like it's midnight for me, it would be like 4 or 5 for you in the day. Oh, we haven't won a single game with this one though, to show the shitty nature of the deck. Not that that one's doing much better. No, if it's... When I normally stream, if I'm like streaming at midnight, like I have been sometimes lately, then it would be like... It would be like 5 for you. Minutes aren't minuting. 5:12. It's 5:13. Maybe it's off or up or down by a minute, but even the game says that, yeah. So the game's time is wrong. The minutes on our clocks don't work.
I will show no mercy.
You can't question Blizzard. It's got to be right. Okay, we get Elite. So all I want is Yogg and Explore and Goro, and then I'm good to go. By which I mean I'm still gonna get my cheeks clapped, but it's still fun. I'm into that sort of thing. You see, I'm a masochist. That's one of my favorite lines, actually. My favorite titles. I hate studying. Or wait. What was it? It was like, I hate studying and I love... Oh, I can't remember it now. Fuck. I probably have it written on the notepad somewhere. Masochist Mario loses to Legos. That's not the one, but that was like in Chai Guy's Toy Box in Paper Mario. But yeah, I had like a set of titles like that that were all good. Like Luigi... I can't remember anything right now. Masochist Mario loses to Legos. Then it was like Blood Clot Andy loses to literal crayons when I'm fighting Van Gore in Luigi's Mansion, and I'm sitting there for like 7 hours because of how hard that fight was in super hard mode. So it's like, you know, I'm getting a blood clot on my leg because I'm sitting for so long and doing that. Or like Luigi sitting on the vacuum. There's another one like that too. Bootleg Donkey Kong commits petty larceny against a minor. That's like Ness in Earthbound when the gorilla steals something from you, so I kind of analogize it to Smash Brothers. But no, what was the chess one? It was like... Damn it. I'm sure I have it written down, or I have it saved in one of my titles, actually, I bet. It was like... I hate studying... and I like something. I'm the biggest masochist in the world, right? Or no, I hate studying and I play chess. I'm the biggest masochist in the world. But there was some other part to it. It was like, I love something and I hate something, and I play chess. I don't know. Like two things that are very antithetical to trying to play chess. What time does my phone say? 5:14 now. Yeah, this one seems a little bit fast, maybe. What could it have been now? It's gonna bother me. I love something and I hate studying. I don't know. I'll have to look for it in my thing, I guess. Okay, I'm in a fine position if I can just get the thing. Okay, perfect. I ask and I receive there. Now we have enough cards in our hand. With both of these decks, you want to stack up your hand because you want to have as many cards that are not going to be part of it as possible. Like now we have a decent hand on top of Exploring Goro, even if a lot of it's just going to be more card draw. But that's even true. Like, okay, Zin-Azshari's, the cards you're going to get from that are good, but you're not going to have enough of them necessarily. So you want some card draw in your back pocket, or you want something else like, I don't know, some unique effects. Okay, Brawl is going to be pretty good. Let's see. It probably would be worth it still, because even if we get rid of one of his two, it's fine. But we're of course going to win. Fuck. That clock is fast. Will you play Deliver Us to the Moon? I might. I don't know when, but yeah, I spent 20. I don't think it was 27, was it? Maybe it was. It was at least over 20. If you have a weapon equipped, okay, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I spent $20 for like a 1-hour session of the game where I just did like the very early game part. I might need this. Wait, didn't I just use that though? When did I? Oh, I must have already had one. Let's just take my chances here. Or you could have said I should play that after, but it would mess up the Brawl chances then. Okay, good. We win it. Like 40 Australian dollars? Shit. Yeah, that's the downside with my sort of once a week format. Like, oh, I'll play a game I've never played before, and so I'll spend like $40 to play it, and then I won't play it again because I was doing it just to try it. Or like I did that with so many MMOs, right? You have to get like a 1-month subscription to play the game once, and then that's all I do. So I waste $15 on like 3 different MMOs in 3 weeks just to play them one time each. So it can be a little bit difficult. If you're holding a dragon, this could be tough. I could do it again.
This jungle has many secrets.
Or shit, I should have. Well, it doesn't matter. How did I even just do that? I guess I must have already had 2 brawls and I just didn't process it. Okay, that's not too big of a deal, but I'm obviously still gonna die. If I was to get Yogg now, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because I've only played a couple of those. It has to drag the game out a lot longer.
I let the dogs out.
Not a good idea. You need to finish them. Well, eventually I could, but there's not enough time in the universe to ever do that. Even if I streamed all day every day, I still wouldn't be able to do all that. Revenge, if you have 12 health or less, deal 3 instead. Which would be cool, but it's just not going to happen, right? Struggle cards cost 3 or less. How perfect would that be? That was at least a fortuitous amount of health, and now Elise could save me. You need to finish them. Well, eventually the universe will go dark. All the suns will turn into white dwarfs or some other ones. So people think, but we barely even know how anything works. Okay, we're gonna get totally destroyed here, but there's nothing I can do. Even with like 3 brawls in a row, even where some of them went well for me, I still get rolled over here. least we did some kind of good deck making, so maybe next time I can just play like you know, just go straight into playing. I don't want to waste too much time. So we got Yogg, we got the Octopus, we got the perfect setup for Zin-Azshari, Explore, and Goro. That should definitely be the last episode for these decks, but I feel like I haven't had really a truly satisfying one in doing this. And then we'll move on maybe to something else. I mean, you could do that, but I don't know. What a crazy combo. But you know what? I kind of fucked up. I should have tried to do that, but it wouldn't have mattered.
I wield the power of blood.
All the suns. Oh, I already read that. Or if a singularity is kind of, I forget exactly, but. Or let's do like maybe one more chance for Zin-Azshari. See, I'm not really seeing the fun interactions though that I'm looking for. Right, I kept calling it deliver us to the moon. It's just deliver us the moon. And there's also deliver us Mars. Maybe I can play that one instead as a one-off thing too. It's an infinitely small point in space.
Fear the coming storm. I will show no mercy.
Which dimension we're in? We're in the only one that matters, I guess.
I see you brought guests.
The Renathal is the anti-fun starter card. Malkazar is the ultimate fun starting card. I don't know why the fuck it would be banned. I can't think of a single good reason. Third dimension. I don't know how they would have come up with that exactly, but. Or do you mean just in like not in terms of like space dimensions, you just mean like physically? It's called science. No, but what does that mean in terms of like third dimension as far as like visually looking at stuff? Like we're not in a 2D side-scrolling game. I know that much, but we are in the third dimension. We live in a world of 3 dimensions. Yeah, that I thought you were talking about something else. Like there's different dimensions in space, so like we're in the third one from some sort of timeline or whatever of black holes and shit from the origin of the universe. Not correct, but also correct. Okay, just give me Lorthamar and just let me do some Rex Raptor type shit like I did last time.
We rise to the warmth side.
This one time I want to see it, and then we will get to do the same thing next time too, and then I'll mess around with other stuff. You know what I could almost do is Whiz Bang. I should do Whiz Bang for the starting episode of Badlands just to kind of see what some of the modern decks and cards would be like. Jesus Christ, dude. Whenever you want him, he just won't give it to you. Your deck will be empty by the time you do that. What am I talking about? Just random stuff in the game. There's this card that doubles the stats of all the minions in your deck, which is pretty fun if you can actually do it. Like, how many card games am I playing right now? I feel like it's too many. Monday I play Magic. Tuesday I play chess, which I'll still count that because it's a board game. Basically the same thing. Then Friday I played PvZ Heroes, and then Sunday I played this. So it's like 4 out of 7 days I play a card game. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. Right, you know, I guess chess is a little bit different, but still. No, Arc, I'm in like the final phase now, where I only get 12 more lives. And then Paladins, I'm pretty close to the end. It's like, only have a few heroes left to play, so even if I do well, I'll only have a few more, one way or another, whether I run out of them or whether I finish them. Please, dude, just give it to me. Fuck off.
Mind if I roll knee?
Cannot do that. My hand is too full.
But I don't know what I would do after that. I guess Smite. I can't really think of anything else too crazy. Naraka Blade Point, or I could do that one game I was just playing yesterday, which I already forgot the name of it. Eternal Return. I honestly can't even decide. Just any game with a host of characters to go through. Oh my god, it'll give me literally everything in the universe before I can do this.
The Queen's trove is forbidden. The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Only attack if you cast a spell this turn. Wow, that synergized well with the Spore and Goro. I wish I put that in there. Nice card back you have. A real shame we can't even hardly see it. They really pulled out a lot of the big guns back to back though. The Lich King expansion, Sargeras, like it took us 10 years to get to that point.
Nature waits.
All the filler stuff in between. I have played the new Spider-Man 2. I have played GTA 5. I have played Rocket League. I assume you've not played Spider-Man then. You've obviously played GTA 5 because everybody in the universe has played GTA 5. My health is always still in a good spot, but the thing is, I'm just... Okay, at least I didn't burn him.
I hope you like my invention.
I mean, you're just gonna go through every card in the game. Now it probably will burn it. It's basically pointless because you won't even have anything in there now. There's no way, dude. Why not? It's not even as good as maybe you might think because so much of it they sort of prostituted to put it online instead. So a lot of the mechanics that were in the previous games, you have to go online to play them, like Vigilante missions and stuff. But still, I mean, everybody's playing it. Black Friday sales, you'll play it? How much is it? It shouldn't even be that much on Steam anymore. It's so old. GTA 5, Steam, PC version. Yeah, it's only like $15, I think. So yeah, Lorthamar is just not going to happen, unfortunately. Damn it. Wait. Oh, if it didn't start there, I was thinking of this one. This is actually going to probably give it to me because, yeah, I was even joking about that. Well, it takes so long to get him that this my lowest cost card will actually be him. Oh, it's $30 on PS5? That's surprising. 10-year-old game. Did you hear the budget for GTA 6 was like between $1 and $2 billion, making it the most expensive game ever made, or maybe the most expensive intellectual property thing ever made. Let me see. GTA 6 budget between $1 to $2 billion. The production of GTA cost reaches up to billions. There are rumors that GTA 6 is the most expensive video game ever made, rumored to be between $1 and $2 billion. Now that one I can't even blame anything aside from just not getting him in time, because I've been milled out a couple times though today, which is a little bit surprising actually. Maybe I should give Explorer and Goro one more chance, try to get a Yogg interaction.
Most excellent. I do not have mana.
It'll be good. I mean, it better be good. All that money they got from online shark cards anyway, so you incentivize the wrong sort of design structure at least. I mean, Elder Scrolls 6 will be better than GTA 6, I can almost guarantee it. But hopefully they're both good. It's kind of sad what's happened though, because of how long some of these things have taken, basically. Like, you know, I don't even feel like it. Like, basically, you know, between Oblivion 2006 and Skyrim 2011 was only 5 years. Between GTA 4 2008 and 2013 was only 5 years. GTA 5 now it's taken double the amount of time. Now why is that? Because they're focusing on really milking some of their IP, like, oh, let's do Elder Scrolls Online and Elder Scrolls Legends and all this kind of stuff. Not that they're always doing that directly, but they're focusing on other things and sort of spreading themselves thin, these companies, because of how much money they made and how successful they've been. And also they're just sort of milking the online aspect, at least with GTA 5. So they've milked online so much that they didn't feel the need to make a sequel. It's almost like what happened with WoW. WoW was so popular that they didn't bother making Warcraft 4, so, or like even Half-Life 3. Valve was so successful with Steam that they didn't feel the need to continue that series. That's subjective. Okay, see you tomorrow.